I'm Sherry and this is Gardening in the North. And today I want to share with you how I germinate grocery store black beans. 9 days ago, I threw a bunch of these seeds into a wet paper towel and again inside a Ziploc bag and threw it under my lights with my peppers and onions and my tomatoes. And this is what has happened. I'll even show you. Look at this. That's pretty cool. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you exactly what I did, and then we're going to pot these up. First thing you want to do is grab a paper towel and a spray bottle, and you just want to make sure that that paper towel is nice and wet. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you want to take a few beans, as many as you think that you're going to need, and basically you're going to lay them down on your paper towel. Just like that. You're going to cover it back over with the other half of the paper towel and you're going to wet it. Okay, next thing you're going to do, so I just want to show you there's all the beans. Next thing you want to do is grab your plastic bag. So I'm going to reuse this one and I'm going to put the new date on it. So I'm going to cross out the 13th and put the 23rd. Okay. And then I'm going to take this little wet napkin with all my seeds in it. I'm going to zip it up 75%. I want a little bit of air in there because essentially what you're doing is you are creating a mini greenhouse in here. So you want a little bit of that condensation and heat to be able to get out. Now this is going to go under your grow lights, and in 9 days, 10 days, you're going to see that you already have leaves growing on your seedlings. So let's get planting. First thing you want to do is get your potting mix. Now, normally when you're starting seeds, you would use a seed starting mix, but a seed starting mix really doesn't have any nutrients in it. It just is a growing medium that allows that seed to do its job, which is to grow a seedling. Everything that the seedling needs, that seed is going to provide it. So when you're potting up your seedling, you want to make sure you're using a potting mix. Now, I like to add in a worm casting. I like to add in worm castings to my potting mix. All of my seedlings seem to do really well with it. And when you find something that works well, you should stick with it. One of the things I like to do is moisten my soil. So once you figure out which type of potting soil and mixture that you want to use, you want to make sure it's moistened, not wet, but moistened, so that when you stick your seedling into it, it's already going to be a nice warm place. So the next thing that we're going to do is basically I'm just going to stick my finger in it and make a bit of a tunnel, fairly long because this is a fairly long one, and basically stick it in, and then I'm going to take my finger and actually push the roots of that seedling down. I'm then going to pat down around it, and that's it for that one. So we'll do the next one. And again, oh, that one's not good. We'll do the next one. And again, look at the leaves. That's 9 days. So again, I'm just going to stick my finger in. I'm going to stick it in there, and then I'm just going to use my finger to push it down in that tunnel. Okay. And then we're just going to cover it and pat it down. We want to keep it in place. Again, I'm just going to grab another one. Okay. Okay. The last thing, or second last thing that I like to do is to add a little bit of vermiculite on top. And the reason I like to do this is because it actually holds in the moisture. So usually when I'm doing a lot of seedlings at once, I find that I'm constantly coming downstairs and watering them. And this actually helps me to keep the moisture in when the hot lights are shining down on those plants. So that's it. I'm now going to take these over into my grow room. I'm going to put them into a tray and I'm going to water from below, and they're going to grow really strong, and I'm going to take them outside, harden them off, and plant them in my garden. Thanks for spending time with me.